Hey everyone, are you looking for an affordable, out-of-the-box, loaded with features striker-fired gun? If you are, the Walther PDP might be for you. Stick around while we walk through our first impressions of the Walther PDP. Hey everyone, Randy reviews it. So here we're giving the Walther PDP another chance. We're looking at the initial impressions again. So just to go over some things, this is the 4.5-inch full-size Walther PDP. I have pretty large hands. The full size speaks to me. The 4-inch options are definitely appealing, but you know, when you're carrying a gun, the barrel length isn't as important as the grip. And if I'm already carrying a full-size grip, 4.5-inch barrel is fine. So let's talk about what makes this gun amazing in a lot of people's eyes. The trigger. So gun is clear. Don't worry about that. I've cleared everything. There's no ammunition there. So the trigger here is probably one of the best striker fired triggers out of the box. Ooh, it's got a very little creep, a very crisp wall, and it's not a heavy wall at all. I put this on my gauge and it's 3.5 pound trigger on this. So really smooth. I won't argue with anyone. This is one of the best striker fired triggers out there. So if that's one of your biggest peeves with striker fires, look at the Walther PDP. The price is really reasonable on these things too. They can be had for under $600 easily. I've gotten ones under $500 before. So they're out there. The deals are there. You just have to look for them, anything like that. These come optics ready. So they have that plate on them. Pretty much all the Walther PDPs are coming optics ready. You don't have to worry about what if I order a non-optics ready one. They all come optics ready. So really good. Walther definitely wants you to run optics on these. So if you got an RMR red dot, if you're thinking of getting one, this might be the gun for you. Let's talk about cons of this gun. Or actually, let's stick to a few more pros. So a few more pros. It's got really big controls on this. It has great takedown levers. I love the way the Walther takes down. It's got pretty aggressive scallop cuts for slide and everything like that. The grip texture. I think this is arguably one of the best grip textures that I've ever had on a gun. Whatever they did with this, however they figure this out, everyone needs to start emulating this because it's a great texture. It comes with adjustable back straps, so this is the medium that kind of comes on it. I spent about an hour trying out the different grips. I thought I was going to use the large, but that palm swell is just a little bit too big, even for my hands, so I went with the medium. Let's talk about cons though. So I think the biggest con with this is that it doesn't come with any of the plates to mount the red dot. So they definitely want you to use a red dot on this gun. However, it doesn't come with any of the plates to mount the red dot right out of the box. You have to go to Walther. You have to request one. It's been about 3 weeks. I still haven't gotten mine yet. So if you're looking to get a gun, throw a red dot on it, and take it to the range right out of the box, this probably ain't for you. You're going to be ordering it. I get why Walther did it. They want to save money. I have a ton of unused plates laying in my stash for different optics, like acros and things like that I'm not using. So I get why Walther did it. Everyone's buying different optics. There's a ton of new red dots that are coming out, so Walther doesn't want to have to keep up with everything. So they're just, tell us what you want to put on here. We'll send you the plate for it. You get the first one free. Anything after that, you're going to be paying for those plates. So the other con, the sights. The sights on this gun are plastic and awful. If you're not going to put an optic on your gun, don't get the Walther PDP. This gun was made for running red dots. And if you've been on my channel long enough, I did a review on this way back when it first came out. And I kind of slaughtered it, but I didn't put a red dot on it. I just used it with the sights it came with, which left me feeling like, ugh, I don't like this gun. So yeah, I would definitely stick with red dots. These sights are awful on it. They're plastic. It's not great. Sights are a huge issue. The mag price on these is a little high, so if you want extra mags too, that's going to be a little bit pricier than like Glocks or any of those types of things. And lastly, my con with this is this kind of works the same way if you're familiar with Atlas Gunworks. They're big in the competition world. Atlas makes good stuff, don't get me wrong there. But one of the things that you'll hear people who shoot Atlases is it's got to return to zero, so it gets right back on target. But they're snappier recoil that you get out of them. And that's kind of where Walthers fall in. So everyone I've talked to, you know, my reliable sources on these are like, you got to shoot these, they're great. And I said, yeah, but the recoil's snappy as hell. Like my 40 shoots softer than this Walther PDP, my HK40 does. I'll take that to the grave if you don't believe me. But they say when you hold this right and you have an optics on it, it returns exactly pretty much to where you are. So you get fast follow-up shots. It's just while you're shooting, that recoil is more noticeable on this. So if you're ultra averse to recoil, you just don't like that feeling, this might not be the gun for you. But from all signs, I still need to put an optic on this and take it out. But it looks promising that you can still go fast with this. You can still control it, and it returns to zero, and you can get those fast follow-up shots. So overall, I think if you're looking at a striker-fired gun and you're not going that Glock route because you're not a fan of it, or Shadow Systems or Zev or whatever it is, and you don't want to go that SIG route because who knows, you're not a fan of them either, I would say this is your next best bet. And the reason I say that, the grip texture, the trigger, the ergonomics of this are really good. And I would put that up against, you know, there's HKs out there. You got the VP9s and things like that. I would still say that this grip texture and trigger and everything is better than those. One thing I'll say, and this is props to Zev more than anything, is everyone raves about this trigger. It is. It's an amazing trigger. It's great. But it feels about the same as my Zev OZ9 trigger, which it comes out the same weight on my scale, both of them with trigger pull. They have both basically the same wall. The Zev one is kind of like flat, but Walther does have a PDP Pro trigger that I haven't tried yet, would love to try. I've heard good things. I think Tactical Considerations has a video on it. His videos are great. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But if you can get one of those Pro versions, I would love to hear what you think about it. If you're looking for a striker-fired option, and you're going to do optics, and you don't want to throw in or do a bunch of gunsmithing on your own, have to Dremel everything and stipple everything, then the Walther PDP is probably a great place for you to go. Check it out, decide what size you want, look for deals, everything like that, but be ready to wait for that optics plate when you get it. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, dislike. If you want to eviscerate me in the comments, feel free to do so. I got thick skin. Take care.